The sea was restless that night. Moonlight danced on the black waves, and the wind carried the smell of rain and salt. Captain Jack Marlowe tightened his grip on the wheel of the Seafarer, steering toward a destination he had been chasing for over a decade, a place most people believed didn't exist. They called it the Forgotten Island. Legends said it would appear only once every 100 years, shrouded in mist, somewhere beyond the edge of known maps. Those who tried to find it never returned. For Jack, the journey began with an old journal he bought from a street vendor in New Orleans. Inside were sketches of strange ruins, descriptions of impossible creatures, and coordinates scrawled in faded ink. Every page hinted at an ancient power buried deep in the island, something older than humanity itself. On the fourth day at sea, the sky turned an unnatural shade of green. The compass spun wildly, and the waves calmed, as if the ocean had suddenly fallen asleep. Through the mist, Jack saw the faint outline of jagged cliffs rising from the water. The closer he sailed, the more he realized how massive the island was. Towering cliffs surrounded a dense jungle, broken only by a single inlet leading into a lagoon. As the boat slid into the still waters, he noticed there were no birds, no insects, just silence. Docking near a small beach, Jack stepped onto the sand. The ground was littered with seashells that shimmered like polished silver. Vines as thick as a man's arm snaked up the sides of massive stone structures hidden behind the trees. Jack pushed through the undergrowth until he reached the first ruin. It was a towering stone archway, carved with spiraling symbols that seemed to move when he stared at them too long. In the center of the arch was an emblem shaped like an eye. Beneath it, a phrase was carved in an ancient language, but strangely. Jack could read it as if it were written in plain English. To remember the island is to be remembered by it. The ground beneath his feet trembled. Somewhere in the distance, a deep, rhythmic hum began to echo through the jungle, as though the island had a heartbeat. Following the sound, Jack trekked deeper until he reached a waterfall cascading into a crystal-clear pool. Behind the water was a dark cave. Inside, the walls glowed with veins of gold-like light pulsing in time with the hum. At the center of the cave stood a pedestal. Resting on it was a crystal sphere, swirling with a galaxy of tiny lights. The moment Jack touched it, visions filled his mind, ships sinking beneath roaring storms, ancient temples swallowed by the jungle, and people vanishing into thin air. The sphere whispered in a voice that wasn't human. Asterisk, you have found me, but you will never leave me. The cave walls began to shift, sealing the entrance behind him. The hum grew louder until it became a roar. Jack realized the terrible truth: the island wasn't a place. It was a living thing, and now it had claimed him.